AirPods.
For you mean? No, it's fine. But it's just done this stupid thing again where I have the page where it's supposed to go and it's not actually going on here.
But
Oh,
when
there.
I'm talking, I'm
All right.
also can hear my
Okay.
voice from your computer.
Oh, you can?
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, I don't have. Oh, it's right in front of my face. Hello, everybody who's out there. If you want to leave a comment, we should be able to see it here. I'm just going to put on my headphones. See if that helps. Kambodja, am I saying your name correctly? Kambodja?
My name is Elena.
Lena, but your
Mhm.
artist name is Kambodja, right?
It's my nickname in internet.
Okay. Okay, Lena. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Ask Me Anything sessions with members of our community. And today we have Lena, also known as Kambodja, who is making art on the NEAR protocol and was actually the winner of the Faces of the Goddess for her photograph, if everybody remembers that. And we're here just to find out a little bit more about her, who she is, where she comes from, what her life is about, how she started making art, all those kinds of things. So I am just going to start off by maybe asking you a bit about um, your background, like where are you coming from and how did you get there?
So I'm from Russia, but for now I'm living in Goa, in India. For about 10 years, I was working as a producer in news on TV. But photography, it was like my hobby since, maybe 18 years. That was the time when I asked my parents buy me my first camera. It was film camera, and that was how I started to do this. But for a long time it was just my hobby, and I started to work like photographer freelancer in 2012. And first I was making pictures of different events and weddings like this. So and in that was my dream to go to India. I was here. I was first time in 2010. Since that time, it was my dream to go back here and to live here just during winter time. So half of the year in Russia and half of the year in India, in Goa. But actually, first time I did. It was a long time then I wanted to do this, but I did it only in 2019. And I spent here for about 4 months, and after that, pandemic started. So finally, I was here till August, and then I came back to Russia, and that was my dream to go back again. So now I'm here, and this is the next time when I can't go back again. So I'm gonna stay here a bit longer.
So you said your main tool is photography. Um, what is it about photography that you like, and how do you
Mm,
process your artistic visions into photographs?
Actually, I started to do pictures when I was studying in the university, and that was because I met new friends, and that was like small community. But in the south of Russia, we are all from Moscow, but we had some, I don't know, it's like camping on the seaside, and that was like camping for students. And I met new friends, and they all of them were so beautiful, and I felt in love in these people. So I started to do pictures of them, and so now I prefer to do portraits, and this is my favorite.
Okay. How did you get into NFTs? How did you find yourself, and especially near?
Because I met some people from near Goa DAO, Goa DAO, here in Goa, and that was not the topic. Previously I was not interested in it, but then I met guys from Goa DAO. First of all, they give me opportunity to work. They give me some job, and I was like a manager of account in Instagram, just for 1 month, and that was my start. And after that, I decided to took part in contest, and one, two, and so on and so on. And I understood that it's pretty interesting thing. So that's it.
So have you done any other work, and minted it? And what experience have you had with minting? Like how did you find that experience?
Actually, for now, it's not a very big experience, but I'm trying to understand how to do that, how to be in this world, and how explore it, how to develop there as a photographer. But for me, it's for now it's something new, still something new. Um,
So you said you are focusing mostly on making portraits in
mhm.
photography. Um, what do you look for when you're wanting to do portrait photography?
I'm looking maybe new faces. Just I'm enjoying. Then meet new people. It's interesting for me, and it's I even can't explain it. It's always like, I'm looking for something interesting in faces of people, and I want to show it to the people, to other people, and to my models. I want to show the beauty of their faces.
Okay, so in terms of the photograph that you submitted to INA DAO for that goddess exhibition, can you tell us a little bit about that piece of work, how it came about, why you chose those colors, all that kind of thing?
Actually, that was natural colors. My friends um, did some party, and that was colors in the party. Actually, it almost all in the dark, and they have some lamps on the trees, And that was actually also my friend. She's a model. I mean, this is her job, and just I saw her in the slides and in all this stuff. It was just party costume for the party, and I just clicked this picture, and I saw your contest, and I decided to choose this picture for that because it seems she looks like a goddess on the picture.
So you said your background was in a news, television, like news on television. Why did you like change? Why did you leave that and go into photography instead?
Because it wasn't my dream to be producer in news, and each time, I mean, I wanted to quit, and I couldn't do this because because of the fear that I will stay without money or something like this. And it was a long job with myself, and I tried to find a way. For me, it's not so easy to be freelancer because it's always you should do something. You should do something to find money, or it's not like you're working in a regular job when you always each month you know how much you can spend or next month, and so on and so on. And that was my fear. So during 10 years I tried to quit, and but each time I get each time I came back to office, but once after the summer 2018, I decided to quit, and it was the last decision. I just promised to myself that after that I'll do it. I'll be a photographer freelancer. So
And so you were saying that you were going into your dream was to live in Goa half the time and then half the time in Russia, but because of COVID, you're still in Goa. What was it about Goa that attracted you? How did you end up there, of all places, from Russia?
Mm. For me, life in Russia is too complicated. I mean, emotionally, and it's not. It's not. I think. I feel that this atmosphere. It's that this is for me. Living in international community and in another culture, and in the place where people can share their culture to each other, and it's very interesting to live in this atmosphere. And also there are a lot of people who doing something like doing art, many musicians, photographers, painters, and so on and so on, many people who do different design of clothes or furniture or whatever. So I like it.
So have you traveled other places, or were you in Russia and just said, "Oh, I'm going to go to Goa"? Like, how did you end? Like, what is it that made you end up going there instead of Peru or something like that?
Actually, many times I was in Europe and South America and in Turkey and many other countries. So I had 10 years between two my trips. I mean, first time it was in 2010, and then second time in 2015, and it was like for 2 weeks. and in 2019 it was for 8 months. But before, I saw many countries, and it was interesting. It was interesting experience. I was in Israel also, in many different countries. But this place, it was like something where I wanted to come back again and again and again. This is place for living life, like, happy hippie, like this.
I find it interesting. Like I know that there are a lot of expats in Goa, but it seems like there's a lot of people from Russia. Like, is there a reason, or is it just that you've just found one another and you happen to be in Goa? Like, is there a reason why there are so many people living in Goa that are originally from Russia?
I think many people just decide to stay here after the start of pandemic. Yes, because previously there were a lot of European people and actually Israeli people and people from all over the world. But now it seems that yeah, people from Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus. This is big part of Goan community for now.
So I take it that you got introduced to Near through Johanga, uh, who I was interviewing previously. Um, can you tell me a little bit more about your experience with Near? What have you learned about it so far? Like, I know you said you were fairly new. I imagine that Near is the first blockchain you've used. Have you used Ethereum or anything like that, or is Near the only one you've experienced? And what are your experiences with it?
Actually, I like metaverse and all this story first because of the main idea that I think that this is freedom and this is new tool for living life some another way. And for example, what happened with my country and with me and other people from there, it shows me that I need another tools in my life, because for now, for example, I can't use very simple things like people from all over the world can use. I mean, just cards, bank account, yes. And for me, it's also to have a crypto wallet. This is opportunity just this is opportunity to use my money, for example. And this is totally another world, and I don't have for now. I don't have another crypto value, but I need to do this, and I need to start to use it, and I need to start to learn many things about this world. And for me now, I can't understand how I can sell my works in this world, so how I can be popular there. And it's a bit difficult because I still not sure that I can develop in my work in internet. I mean, in my Instagram account and so on, because this is some extra knowledge. So I'm trying, and I'm trying to know something new. And actually, I also check workshops, how to draw some elements for metaverse. It's an interesting topic for me also. So what else? What to say?
What are some of the difficulties you've had trying to figure this whole space out?
Actually, I don't know what to do. I mean, I just want to create something, but it's not all the how to say it. Maybe I just don't know what to do to be popular in this world of metaverse and so on.
Yeah, it's really great to have the freedom of creating art and reaching a whole new audience and everything, but you also have to be your own promoter, which is very difficult to do. Personally, for me, it's really hard to promote my own stuff, so I understand that feeling of like even where to learn about how to do that kind of stuff is difficult. So when you do your photographs, and you said you like to do portraits and things like that, and you said you're looking for interesting people, what can you like describe what you mean by interesting people? Like, what is it that you're looking for? Is it just like some kind of a um, emotional contact or intuition, or like how do you decide? You see somebody and you take their pictures. Also, from being a originally being a photographer myself, and the idea of having to ask people permission to take, if you're doing portraits and stuff like that, like, are you just doing them uh, spontaneously, the portraits? Do you get people to come and set up, things like I know you said you did the one that you won the prize in spontaneously, you were at a party, but maybe you can go into a bit more detail about that. I know that was a long-winded question.
It's the each time a very different process, because sometimes I'm doing it just in the process and I'm talking to the people, like or just in the moment. And sometimes I have an idea of the photo shoot, and I'm trying to find the right face for this idea, and right location and outfit and everything, and I should to combine it, and after that to do like whole photo shoot like live idea. And sometimes it's just clicking on the streets, or it depends from my mood. I have many options.
And what about like I guess if you're doing that just on the street, are you having problems with people giving you permission? Do you ask for permission? Do you just take the picture anyway? I'm just thinking about my experiences of doing photography. Some people getting mad at me for taking their picture, that kind of thing.
Actually, I don't know. Sometimes if I'm doing portraits on events, and this is photo shoot, when someone asks me to do it for media, I mean for a social network or for Instagram and so on, to promote the party or something like that, I can ask, may I do this click or something like this. But if it's street photography, sometimes I do it like click, 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 and just that's it. Sometimes people even can see me, even don't notice me, and everything can happen. And I know, actually, I don't like that someone clicking me, for example, when I'm trying to eat something, on the wedding or something, events, and I'm trying not to do this with other people. So I'm trying to catch the moment they are looking good. Or some interesting moments in street photography.
So what do you see in your future? Like, where do you think you'll be heading now that you've discovered NFTs and minting and near and all that? Where do you see yourself going?
Actually, after past 2 years, I I understood that I can't think about the future like previous times. I felt that I have the future, and it's something that I can plan. That but after pandemic and this situation, what now happening in between Russia and Ukraine, and after that, I have no idea. I can't plan anymore, and for now, I'm living just now and here, and I'm doing what I want to do, what I like to do, and I just want to express myself and do something what I like. I mean, do photography what I want to show other people, and to be proud of these pictures, and show that pictures, and say with a proud that I did it, and that's it. I don't have huge plans for the future, because future it's like, yeah, now it's
Yeah, I
too
get that for sure. um, what kind of so what kind of advice would you give someone who was just starting out, first of all, just starting out wanting to do photography, and then I'll ask you the next part.
just start. Just start to do this. Yes, if you want to do this, just start to do this, and listen to your heart, not someone, because people actually, then I started, many photographers told me, oh, you want to be photographer, one more photographer. It's like jealous. But don't listen anyone. If you want to do something, just do it. That's it.
And what kind of advice would you give to people, in particular, maybe young women um, who are getting into NFTs? Like, what kind of advice would you give them coming into this particular space? In particular,
Mm,
young women, since that's what our group is about.
the same advice. If you want to do something, just do it, and be happy and be brave in this life. It's You have only one chance to do something, and first of all, think about it, that you have only one life, and just use everything, use your time correctly. I mean, how you want to use it. Live your life. That's it. NFT, metaverse, everything. Do everything.
Okay, that sounds like good advice. I would take that if I was a young woman still. Um, um, okay, so I think I I have asked you all of the questions that I can think of. Is there anything you would like to say that I didn't ask you about?
No, I don't. I don't know. Actually, I have nothing to say. I mean, it's too complicated for me to say something like, then. I don't have a question.
Okay, let me just see if there's, I don't know how many people are watching. I see Clara out there. Is there anybody who is watching that maybe has any questions that I didn't cover before we sign off, perhaps?
How many people?
I don't know because I'm on here, and then it's going to YouTube, and I tried to look at YouTube before, and then I just get this feedback loop. So I turned off the YouTube part. You know, sometimes people say things here. Well, the messages from YouTube come onto here, so I can see them. And only Clara says hi, but Clara, I don't know if I don't like I said I don't know if there's anybody else, but if there's anyone out there who wants to ask some questions, now is your chance. I don't know if you can see on the side here with the questions or not, but yeah, okay. I'll just wait a few more seconds. I don't see any questions. And I can't think of anything else. I think you were very helpful in answering all my questions and what you had to say about, you know, this is a space for people to get to know each other in our group, basically. So that's what we're doing. And I just kind of started off randomly picking people. I thought, well, why not pick the people who, you know, won some of the prizes and things like that. So that's what we did this month. Next person up. Oh, Clara just said it was great to know you. So at least we have Clara, excuse me, Clara watching. And this is going to be recorded, so lots of other people can look at it as well. Next, on the 16th, next Thursday, we will be talking with Cedric. It was very nice to meet you. I think it's great that there's so many people in Goa that are getting together and doing this. I would love to be there with you. I've always wanted to go there, but I haven't been there yet. And thank you very much for you know, letting us interview you and learning more about yourself.
Thank you. It was my first interview, and interview in English and ever in my life. Yeah, it was pretty funny and very, very pleasant. Thank you.
I have to say, like, just to yourself and to everybody else out there, I find it really amazing that you are not a native English speaker, and you know, all of this is basically based on English. I mean, I can speak German, but I don't know if I could have a long conversation like you're having in English. So I really admire everybody who is able and to do that. It's great. I mean, some people can speak even more than 2 languages, and I just find it amazing. So thank you very much for taking the time, and we will see you in the metaverse.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Bye.